Hey guys, welcome to another Tamriel College Dungeon Guide video. Today, we are doing Spindleclutch 1. Dungeon is very... Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to do the hard mode, Spindleclutch 1. So what we're going to do here is we're going to kill these ads. Or Spindleclutch 2, I'm sorry, we're doing Spindleclutch 2. Oops. So we're doing Spindleclutch 2, so you want to kill the Brute. So the Brute is... Where is he? So he's the one you want to kill. He's going to drop the... He's the one who's going to drop the standard there, the Dragonite standard. You want to kill the Brute. You want to... I did a guide for Spindleclutch 1 at some point. It's the same thing there. You want to kill the Brute. You do not... You do not... want that Brute in your face. He like I said, once you kill the Brute, he's the one who actually drops the all right, continuing on here. So you're gonna want to kill the Brute. Yeah, you want to kill the Brute. The Brute, he's gonna drop a Dragonite standard here. That is bad news. That will really hurt the group. You'll kill the Brute first if you can. Try and single target him. I would even go as far as maybe tab target him. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go over here. So this boss, just tank him in place. He's not too terribly hard. He's gonna spawn some ads and stuff here. Just tank him in place. So tank him in place here. He doesn't really do anything you have to worry about. He block that. He does a jump attack where you have to block it. He does a jump attack where you have to block it, and he's gonna do like a set of consecutive strikes like that. Cleave there will mess you up pretty bad. Other than that, you just tank him in place. It's a tank. It's block that when he jumps up. It's basically just a tank and spank. You just kind of hanging, just kill him. Block that. You want to tank him away from the group as a tank because that cleave will mess the group up. As a DPS, you just stack behind him. And as a healer, you just stack behind them. Alright. Continuing on. Some ads. Alright, so you're going to want to kill the Brute here. Where did he go? So the Brute's right here. You want to kill this Brute as fast as possible. Where that happens. Go. You notice the Dragonite standard disappears when he dies. He's really hard because he'll just drop that standard. He'll just drop that standard. At some point, I want to say it's at like 50% health or so. So this boss is actually going to come flying down from the heavens. What I suggest you do is tank him like right here. Tank him like right here. Where Ataval? Where are you? Where are you? The boss will be here. So what I suggest you do is tank him right here because this boss. So what's going to happen with this boss is he's going to. So heavy attack, block that. It's the only thing you have to worry about as a tank. So he's going to fly. Right after he does this, you're going to notice the outside of the room is going to start to crash in. What's going to happen is he's going to fly to this spot here, and he does his ground pound, so block this. He does his ground pound, so instead of repositioning the boss, just tank him here, and he'll never move. He's essentially a giant target dummy. Now, this fight is actually a DPS race. You'll notice that the outside of the room is going to start to crash in at some point. If you do not have enough DPS to kill this boss, he will drop the roof on your head and kill you. It might actually be kind of close here. DPS is kind of low, which is fine. I didn't actually... Did someone take that synergy? Alright. So yeah, you can see it's a fairly easy fight. You just want to tank him here. Like I said, block the heavy attack. As a DPS, just stack up behind him. Your tank should tank him right here and should not move the boss. What's weird is I don't see this bugged. I don't actually see. Oh wait. Oh no, it wasn't bugged. So you see all the rocks now? You see all the rocks? It was visually bugged. So basically, what happens is it was visually bugged, but all these rocks, like this room will just fill with rocks, and you'll be dead. That was really funny. All right, let's kill this flesh atro. Just tank him away from the group. Block that. The heavy attack on the flesh atro, and you tank him away from the group because you're gonna do a cleave. You're gonna see it now. That cleave will mess the group up. Yeah, tank him away from the group. Grab this archer, turn him around. Don't want this archer facing a group. Come on, man. They should have probably saved that ultimate for this next boss fight, but that's okay. Next boss fight's right here. They're pretty close together. Okay, so this boss fight is interesting. Boss is going to be here. It's going to be Praxton Duar. So they have this long dialogue. And so what happens here is this is the boss. He's actually not going to be able to aggro. Like, he'll be over here, but the boss fight, like, he won't actually attack you. What's going to happen is he's going to spawn, like, 3 waves of ads. And so after you kill those 3 waves of ads, he's going to go, like, berserk. Basically turns into, like, a big ghost. And it's at that point in time when you actually fight the boss. But you're going to see, so you're going to see ads here. The tricky thing about this is these ads are on a timer. So you can't actually really damage the boss right now. So you don't want to concentrate on that. But what's going to happen here is you have to kill these ads in a certain amount of time, or they'll just keep spawning the waves, and then the boss will spawn, and then the boss will essentially aggro and he'll start attacking you. So it's in your best interest to get these ads killed as quick as possible. These ads here. You're going to kill this. This spider actually, I think if there's still a bug where you can flip them over. So if you use, there's that like scalding rune or whatever, like you could pop them up, and I think it actually flips them over. I don't usually do that, but you're going to get some more ads here. Here's the ads. So as far as these ads go, it just got a little frame lag there. So what happens with these ads is I would just group them together. Try and grab them all and group them up as best as possible. Make sure you grab this two-hander here. He'll actually hurt the group. And then what I like to do is I like to chain these guys in. So use, you know, chains or what is that, silver leash. Get all these guys together. You want to kill these guys as fast as possible because the boss, like I said, the boss will just, he's going to turn into a ghost here in a second, and he'll start dropping damage on the group. Like, you do not want these ads alive while that boss is live. Like, see, now he's live. Like, we didn't kill him fast enough. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab this boss and turn him around. So in this boss fight, what you're going to want to do is tank him away from the group. You're going to see little, what the hell is going on? Hold on. So the boss is going to throw those little like colorful like lines out of the ground. That's actually damage. So what you want to do is you want to tank this boss away from the group. Tank him facing away from the group so he doesn't hit everyone with that cleave. And then, so now this mechanic is interesting. So this mechanic, you actually have to follow on the ground, and if you get out of this circle, it kills you. See, I'm dead. Damn it. Damn it, don't do what I did. So yeah, so that's a really easy mechanic. I fluffed it up. It's all right. But so you have to be really careful that you don't get caught on any ground AoEs when that happens, because it'll kill you. But yeah, you want to follow that circle around until that phase is over. Like, see, I got it again. It's really annoying. Is Ada still alive? Wow, that's great. All right. All right. So Ad's dead. Basically what you do is you just take this boss away from the group. He does a couple things here. He does that, which is really annoying. He does the and so what happens with that also, I should mention, is if another player runs across that circle, it kills the player in the circle. So you just want to avoid that person, let him have some space. As far as this boss, the only thing he really does, he does a rune that drains your stamina and your magicka. It's really annoying. Other than that, I don't know why my screen looks like this. It's weird. Screen looks different. Like the colors look different. But yeah, you see that person got the circle. So now they're both in a circle. So now they have to be really careful. You can do 2 people in the circle, like you can see. It's not ideal, but you can. Yep, see, they got it. Other than that, that's it. This fight's annoying in the sense that it, like, if you don't have enough DPS, so the ad spawns will overlap the boss, and it just becomes obnoxious. Okay, let's keep going. We're gonna get a brute here, right there. So kill the brute first if you can. You notice they killed the brute in time. We barely got the Dragonite standard. That's how you're supposed to do it. All right. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go back like a knucklehead because I don't have any sense of direction. We're gonna go this way. There's not actually a boss here. The boss is actually over there. As far as these ads, there's not anything you really need to focus. Just well, kill the. Wait, did they pull the? Oh no, I was gonna say I thought that was the boss. So focus killing the Fletchatro for sure. Oh no, that's not a Fletchatro. That was spawned by the Bone Lord. Never mind. So kill those ads there. So these guys are interesting. So what you want to do is you want to tank these guys together like this. I can't reach that up. So tank these guys together right here, and then so what happens is you want to block their heavy attack. You don't really have to block like that when they scream like that. Block that. You don't really have to block anything else from these guys. If you don't block the heavy attack, that happens and it becomes very annoying. And they'll stun you. Other than that, ow, paying attention. What happens with these guys is they'll actually. So you want to kill them all at the same time because if you don't, the 2 that are alive after you kill the third will actually like enrage and they absorb his health, like they absorb him. It's not that big of a deal. Like if you don't kill them all at the same time, it just kind of takes longer, and your tank has to be sort of on his toes. Like when these things enrage, like let me grab them. So like I said, block, tank these things away because of the cleave. So let's see if we can actually get this done. Nope, now he's enraged. It's really, really important. If this happens, that as a tank, you block the heavy attacks. Other than that, you just tank him in place, block the heavy attack. Don't stand in the cleave if you're a healer or a DPS. Like you're gonna see it in a second, he'll do like a little cleave. Like there's the heavy attack, and then he'll normally do the cleave. There's the cleave. You don't have to worry about it as a tank, but you can see it did some damage. He's enraged. It'll one shot a DPS for sure. But other than that, that's it. Let's kill these guys. Alright, cool. So we're going to get another ad pull here. I think we can actually skip this ad pull. Damn it. Still lag. Whatever. Come over here. So, kill the Fletchatro. Face him away from the group. We skipped most of the ads. There's a bunch of ads over there. We skipped them. block the heavy attack. Alright. Alright, so we're going to get this guy. So what I like to do here, actually, is I like to pull this one over here. Just expedites things. Grab. There should be a brute somewhere. Maybe not. I thought screw. You always want to watch for the brute. Maybe there isn't a brute in this one. I'm gonna grab these archers. All right. So we're headed to the second to the last boss. This next boss is kind of funny. He will actually disappear and he heals himself. I'm just gonna pull stuff. Well, actually, no. I'll have some mercy on these guys. All right. So kill the Fletch Etcher here. You can pull him into that. The boss is right there. I decided not to. I decided not to. I just got messed up with a heavy attack. All right, cool. So boss is pulled. Let me aggro him. Boss is pulled. Kill these ads first. He won't actually respawn them. So what I like to do. Let me get that gravity crush. So what I like to do is I like to pull him initially because he drops that standard initially. What I like to do is pull him out of the group or pull him out of the standard. That way, the ads will sort of line of sight you. So what happens here is, do you see how he's like in the ground with that bloody nonsense? So what's gonna happen? So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna aggro this boss like I should have a second ago. So he's gonna do a heavy attack. Like you see, he does a stun and then he does a heavy attack. It's sort of a wombo combo. It shouldn't really kill you. But what you have to watch for on this boss is the Dragon Knight standard that he drops, and that. So that, you can't actually damage him during that, and it actually heals him. So if you stand in it, so what you want to do is just run him around in a circle like this. I know it looks ridiculous. So you just run him around in a circle like that, like in this back corner, and then just block. I'm actually going to turn him around here. So, yeah, so that's this boss. He's going to do his silly wombo combo, and then he's going to disappear, and then he's going to try and, heal himself, and, and then he's going to drop a standard. That's this boss. It doesn't heal him, like, a shit ton. It heal him a little bit. And especially if there's a bunch of guys standing in that circle, like, it'll heal him. Just walk him around like this. By the way, keep in mind that as soon as he comes out of that little hidey phase, he'll immediately do that wind-up heavy attack. So you want to block when he comes out, because he's gonna hit you with some damage. Other than that, that's it. We're headed to the last boss, guys. All right. So, last boss. All right. This boss is interesting. So, you see these slaves? You see these slaves? These slaves. These slaves. You want to essentially tank him away from those slaves, so you don't damage them, because to do the hard mode you don't actually want to kill any of those slaves. So what you can do is you can tank him here, or you can tank him up there. To do the hard mode, you want to try not to kill any of the slaves, so you can either tank him up here or tank him over here. Don't tank him anywhere near these slaves. All right, I'm gonna pull as far as stuff you want to do with this boss, he does AoEs on the ground. You don't want to stand in those. The only other thing this boss does, those AoEs, you do not want to stand in those as a DPS or a healer. As a tank, you're fine. The only other thing he does is he's gonna teleport to each group member. When he starts teleporting, block or shield up, like you're gonna see it in just a sec. He does a teleport. As a tank, you don't have to worry about it. As a DPS or healer, it can be kind of nasty. Like you see, he just kind of teleports around the room, and then he'll come back to you. That's literally this boss fight. Like it's super easy. You just really want to try not to get those slaves killed. I'm gonna blow Warhorn here. It used to be a one-shot with CP. It's not too terrible now. With CP and healing. Used to have to block that. Used to one-shot people, but it doesn't really hurt now. I'm going to give them a little DPS to try and help them here. But yeah, you can see, you can do this fight with really low DPS. The problem is, I think at some point he'll kill the slaves if you're not quick enough. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. But it's okay. Even with moderate DPS, you can do this before he loses the hard mode. We'll see. It's going to be kind of close. My horn. Like, you're going to see in a second, he's going to pull blood from the slaves, and he'll end up with like 3, and then he'll end up with like 4. Like, I think the 5th one is when you've lost the plot. Let's see. But yeah, you can see it's pretty easy to tank him right here. It's not terribly hard. So you can see he's got 3 of them now. I think 4 or 5 is when you've lost. So it's the DPS that is required is pretty low. Like, it looks like we might get it. We're gonna execute now. Gravity Crush. Good timing on that. Right. Yep, we're gonna get him. But yep, that's it. Tank him here as a DPS. Don't stand in red. If he starts teleporting around, just block. That's it. Done. We did the hard mode. This, by the way, is one of the best tanking helms in the game. I'm wearing it now. It's amazing. It's good for PvP. It's good for PvE. It's really, really good for a tank. Let's see if anyone that trait. I mean, it's light, which sucks, but it's sturdy. Okay, guys, but yeah, that's gonna do it. Hope you liked my guide for Spindleclutch. That's Spindleclutch 2 hard mode. Like my content, you feel free to subscribe. You like my video, feel free to hit the like button, the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell for notifications. I put out content Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dungeon guides. Yeah, that's it. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye.